I realized while watching videos that I kind of look like I'm limping, and then I just like stopped, like thought about myself walking, and I do kind of limp. Like I take way longer steps on my left leg than on my right leg, which is really weird. Good morning. As you can tell from my sunglasses, it's the most wonderful time of the year. It's spring, got an exposed neck, no scarf, exposed hands, no gloves, and no puddles even. What a magical, beautiful, fabulous day. I'm not even a little bit cold. There is like that little chill in the air that you sometimes get in Arkansas in like November. Sometimes, you know, you get up super early and you can just like go sit on your porch and be like, ah, yes, I love this state. And then the rest of the year happens and you're like, wow. I know it looks weird for me to say it's really warm and then there's snow like all right there. But you remember some of these other vlogs. That snow used to be up to here. And now, if I stepped directly in it, I mean, it would only come up like mid-calf. Anyway, so I'm on my way to the office to do accounting. Bet you didn't know your girl could be an accountant. Your girl didn't know either. I like having practical things that I'm allowed to do, like to help the business. I am task-oriented and not people-oriented, which is maybe kind of bad in my profession, but it makes me feel like I am concretely contributing to our lives here, all of our lives here, and so I like that. So, gym update. Been a while since I did one of these. Long ago, maybe in December, I lost my card. I know what happened. I had it in my pocket, I put my hands in my pocket, pulled my hands out of my pocket, card fell out, snow fell. I was never gonna see it again. So I went to the gym with my certificate and like my receipt, and I was like, hey, can I have a new card? Like, you know, it costs money. I said, yes, I know. They said, why don't you just go back home and look for it again? Okay, fine. So I did. I turned my house upside down. I asked at my local my local store to see, like the one I go to almost every day, like, hey, have you seen a gym card with my face on it? They looked through all their stuff that they had found. They did not have a gym card with my face on it. So I'm like, okay, fine. So I'm like, I'll just eventually go back and get a new card. I'll tell them that I officially cannot find it. But then I was like, you know what? I really don't like going to the gym. Don't have a card anymore. Oh well. So I didn't go. Well, my friend Margarita joined my gym like last week. She came into the office on Tuesday and she was like, I went to the gym for the first time in my life, which is true. She went with her pastor's wife, and yeah, so then she's like, we have to go to the gym together. We have to go. I'll help you get the new card. Like, we have to go together. So I'm like, okay. So we went yesterday. Well, the thing about going to the gym with Margarita is, like, I am sore today. Like, we did do stuff. We basically played on the machines. But I'm not gonna do cardio with her. So since the streets are now hecka dry, what a wonderland I'm living in, I'm gonna start running. So that's probably gonna be not ideal. But I'm outside right now in a t-shirt and this very thin Washita pullover that I got from the Red River Association Goodwill, basically, whatever that's called, which is a great place. I am excited about this. The only time I've ever really been in any sort of decent running shape was during my hands-on term. So I'm excited to get back into that. Running update, second run in the books. I kind of hate it during, but like the after part. And you know, who among us hasn't done something that we hate for 30 to 45 minutes in order for the benefits that we get later? Y'all, just went in a cafe. I thought they were gonna have like normal cafe food there. They didn't. Whatever, so I'm like, okay, what am I gonna order? I've already walked in here, I'm the only person in here, I have to order something. Nope. I was sitting there thinking, and this man came and sat like really close to me in the stool. Like, I was standing up and he came and sat at the stool. So I thought he wanted to order something, so I said, like, Davai, and he said, hi. And he made hissy noises at me and winked. So I was just like, they just stared at me, both of them. I guess he works there. I was like, nope. They're like, what? And I was like, I just can't right now. That's literally what I said in Russian. I can't right now. And I left. I just wanted to eat some Alesh. But nope. Now I'm gonna go to Petorchka and buy something bad for me, because at least in Matryoshka, hopefully no one will wink at me. So my friend told me that she had a show that she was dancing in, and she said, it's a disco dance. And I was like, okay. And she was like, come watch me do my disco dance. And I was like, well, okay, that's what friends are for. So I did. And it was not what I was expecting. I mean, she did straight up disco, but the whole show was different weird dances. And then in between the dances, it was almost like they had a ho-ho, like from Tiger Tunes, like this girl. And she had like her own little story that sort of wove the dances together, but not really. And then at the end, so I didn't understand everything she said or anything anybody said to her because they weren't all super well mic'd, but she was basically trying to look at all these different worlds in which there were these different dances and different like people and choose one. And at the end, she decided to not choose one and just sort of make her own, where they were all together, which sounds dumb, but I had a real good time. It was fun. At the end, they parodied that Michael Jackson song, not Michael Jackson song, the Jackson 5 song. Won't you please let me back in your heart? What is the name of that song? Oh, baby, give me one more chance. What is the name of that song? Won't you please? I Want You Back, that's what it's called. So they like rewrote it to match the theme. This guy had this weird like pipe instrument that was made out of like metal pipes, like literally, and he like smacked it with ping pong paddles to the tune of Bohemian Rhapsody, which was very enjoyable. So yeah, I've had a really good night. Afterwards I went to McDonald's with my friends and we talked about English and why it's dumb and Russian and why it's dumb, and I rode the bus home with this girl, and I am just really encouraged in my relationship with her because when I first met her, I thought she didn't like me, but she's just like a really quiet person, which I respect that. I'm sort of quiet. And even when she does speak, at first it took me a long time to be able to understand what she was saying because she also speaks quietly and like kind of mumbles her words together. But I understand her a lot better now, and we just rode the bus back home together, and this show was on like the full other side of the city. Like I live on one side of the metro and this was on the other side of the metro. Actually, I live past the end of the metro. Anyway, so it took forever to get back home, like about an hour, but it went by really fast because the whole time she was just telling me about her life, because like she knows that I like to talk, but she also knows that it's hard for me to talk, especially when it's late in Russian, and so she just talk, and it's just so funny because whenever I first met her, like I never thought she would be that way, and now she like goes out of her way to talk a lot to me, and she's growing in like boldness, and she's sharing more stuff, and she had something today like, you know, like most people I don't tell this stuff to, so that was really cool, even though I mean she was just telling me about her travels and her dad and what he likes to do, and I don't know, it was just really cool. It meant a lot, and she's really patient about explaining stuff to me and fixing my mistakes, and not in like a you're wrong way, and like a I think you meant this way, which I really appreciate. And yeah, anyway, so good night. So have you ever lived your whole life thinking one thing was true and then another thing turned out to be true? That's what happened to me today. So not just today, this happened several times, and I met with my hairdresser lady, because obviously look at this, not exactly what I wanted, but I think it's gonna be okay. What I wanted, she said, wouldn't go with my face shape, and I was like, well, you're a hairdresser, so I trust you. And I don't really know where I am, so I hope I'm going the right way. She was like, you know, you have like crazy dry hair. You really need to like put some oil on the ends or something, like make sure you're using conditioner. That has been the opposite of my life experience forever. So I gotta go find something to fix that apparently. And she gave me bangs again, so I guess I have bangs again. No ladna. If I actually get my hair cut more than once every 6 months, it probably wouldn't be so bad to have bangs, because they wouldn't grow out and get annoying, and I can figure out how to wear them. I was supposed to come at 11, ended up being a little bit later because my person was late, and it It's a good thing I told my Russian teacher that we weren't going to meet till 1, although I, guess what, didn't do my homework. I think it might take me, it's like 12:30 now. It'll probably take me a full 30 minutes to walk to what we're meeting. But you know what? Oh well, it's fine. It's Thursday, it's sunny, I got a haircut. What can go wrong? Oh my gosh, I didn't tell you the best part. The best part of this haircut is that she washed my hair, she cut it, she dried it, she put some kind of fancy stuff in it to keep it from being super dry, and the whole thing cost $12. $12! Oh my gosh. Do you guys remember this walk? It wasn't very long ago that it was really skinny little path of snow, and now it's green, it's wide, it's concrete, not an inch of snow in sight. It's the most wonderful time of the year, truly.